Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on POSHMARK, and today I'm going to talk about things that you should stop doing on POSHMARK. These are affecting your sales and making it so you don't have a lot of success on the platform. So hopefully you can learn something from this video, and make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss a future video that I do here on this channel. Okay, the first thing that you should stop doing is stop sending out offers manually through the make an offer button. You definitely want to be sending them out in bulk, and this will send out offers to all of the items in your closet that you want to with the same offer, and all you have to do is select each of the items that you want and it will send them out like instantly. You don't have to go scrolling through, clicking on each one, clicking make an offer, and then, offering. It just saves you so much time. It saves you some clicks here and there, and I just find this to be so much more efficient. And again, keep in mind, when doing this, you have to send every item in your closet with the same discount, but I think it's more efficient, and at the same time, I feel like I'm doing that anyway with my offers. If you generally send out 30% offers on your closet and your listings, use the make an offer bulk, which is in the drop down on your phone, and you could just send out offers in bulk, and it goes so quick and it's so much easier and so much faster. You save a lot of time and it's way more efficient. The next thing that you should stop doing on POSHMARK is not photographing a bunch of items at once and doing all your measurements and all of that all at once. So I used to be the person that would photograph every night, and I'd photograph like 5 items a night, and it just got to a point where I was taking out my supplies every night, setting up my mannequin or turning on my lights or getting my measuring tape out, and it just felt like it was such a tedious process, and I just found that I didn't have time to do that every night. And so what I ended up doing was started photographing in bulk. So every time I would get a bunch of clothes in, I would start photographing whenever it was bright and day out, or if I had some time, like one day where I just could spend listing a bunch, I would take all my photos. And so this would be, I would take all my photos on the mannequin, I'd take all my flat lays where I had all my measurements, and I would really like steam my items and do all of that. And I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time that they can do this, but if you could just get a couple done at once and maybe get back to it at another point, it'll save you so much more time than trying to do each listing each day. And then what I end up doing is then I just pull in a couple of those photographs that I had done, and I will pull them into a new listing whenever I'm ready to list. And I also utilize the drafts doing this as well, but again, I think it's just so much more beneficial to take all your photos at once, especially if you know you're not going to be home or you're going to be really busy and you're not going to have time to list. This is a great way to get all your listings in every single day while kind of doing it ahead of time. Okay, the next thing that you should stop doing that is really wasting your time and you could be doing so many more things that are important is stop driving to the post office every day, every other day, a couple times a week, whatever you're doing. Just stop going to the post office. There is absolutely no reason that you need to go to the post office. And I'm kind of guilty of this because I still kind of go sometimes, but you can schedule pickups through your USPS and they will come pick up the package and bring it and ship it out, and you'll get a notification that it started tracking, and all you have to do is schedule it online the night before, and it's so simple to do. And you kind of tell them, okay, where are you going to leave the package? In the mailbox, on the porch, by the front door, things like that. And I just swear by doing this. I think it's so much more efficient than having to go out, especially because I feel like my post office always has a really long line. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I could sit in line for a good 15-20 minutes and all I gotta do is drop off packages. So for me, I find that it's so much easier to just schedule the pickup. They could do it while they're coming to give my mail to me, and I don't even have to really think about it. And the other thing that's great is you could also have them auto deliver, packages to you. So like, the mailers and the boxes and things like that. You can place an order online and it's all free. There's no shipping costs, no, delivery costs or anything. You don't have to pay for the boxes. And they will drop those off as they're picking up your packages. So really there's no reason that you need to go to the post office, because you can get boxes delivered and you can send out your packages and they will come pick them up and drop them off. So if you don't already do this and you're dropping off packages every day or a couple times a week, maybe consider doing this, and you're going to save so much time and you're going to be able to use that valuable time doing something else. Okay, the next thing that you should stop doing, and I know people do this, is using the sales report to find the list date of an item. So a lot of people who don't have a VA are always asking how they can find the list date of an item, and I've always been the one to say that you can use the sales report, because a lot of people say, okay, I don't have a VA, what's the best way to find the list date of an item? And I mean, there's only two main options if you don't have a VA: using the sales report or copying the URL and then finding out, like, there's the date written in the URL or something like that. But I just don't find that that is the most efficient way to do it. And I find that having a VA is a lot easier because it tells you, without even having to do anything, you just click on the listing and it pops up a bunch of things that say, okay, this was listed this day. And it makes it so easy because there's no hesitation. There's no, like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me go, download the sales report and then filter it on what I want. It's just so much easier. So if you are not already using a VA to find the list date of your items, relist those items, definitely start doing it, because I don't know, downloading the sales report every time I want to find the list date just seems so tedious and so unnecessary. Okay, and the final one that I'm going to talk about in this video, and it is so important to remember because I know we could all get a little disorganized sometimes, but make sure that you keep your inventory organized. There have been so many times where I've been trying to find a piece that I sold and I couldn't find it, or it was buried at the bottom of a pile, or it was in the wrong spot, or things like that. And I know a lot of other resellers, especially if you have a large closet, you deal with this. And so I can't recommend enough how important it is to stay organized. Organized by category, by size, by color. I find, for me, if I can organize by color, it makes it really easy because I know exactly what section to go to. And so actually these dresses behind me are organized by color. So I have all the darker black dresses, then gray, then white, and then I have all the colors in the rainbow order. And it makes it really easy because I know exactly where to find a piece. And same thing with, like, my tops. I have them organized into separate bins, and they're organized by size. So for me, I'm like, okay, I sold an extra large top, I'm gonna go to the extra large bin. And with my jeans, I have them kind of color organized based on, like, light wash to dark wash, color, and things like that. And it just makes it really easy. And again, I have been disorganized in the past. I've been trying to find things that I can't find, and I know so many sellers have gone through this where they, like, sold something and they couldn't find it and they had to cancel. Believe me, I've been there, I've done that. I've learned that you have to be organized. And it may seem daunting at first to be organized, because it seems like, okay, how do I organize all this? But you just have to find a way that works best for you and your space. And for me, my organization is always changing because I always am expanding my closet, so I have to find new ways that work for me. Where, like, maybe a couple of years ago, whatever I did is no longer going to work. So find what works for you, and don't be afraid to keep changing that to make it work more for your size closet. Because there's so much importance behind being organized, because it really just leads to you not wasting time trying to find the listing, you not having to cancel the order, all these extra things. It really will save you so much time and make your life so much easier to just be organized in the first place. And to go along with the being organized thing, just keep up with your bookkeeping, because if you get behind on it, chances are you're going to kind of get off of rhythm. And personally, I know this because I got off my bookkeeping path for a long time, and it got really hard to kind of catch back up. So stay organized and keep up with your bookkeeping, and make sure that you're doing that, monthly, weekly, daily, whatever works best for you. But just keep doing it, because if you get off the grind, it's going to make it really hard for you to get back, and you're going to have to backtrack a lot, and that's going to waste a lot of time. Okay, so that is actually all the tips I'm going to talk about in today's video. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope you stop doing one of these habits, because I know I've been guilty of them, and I've just found that I wasted so much time doing them, and I'm sure you have as well. Let me know down below which one of these you're going to stop doing after this video, and also make sure that you are subscribed, like I mentioned, because I do reselling videos every single week here on this channel, and I would love to have you stick around for more videos in the future. If you want to see another video on other things that you should stop wasting your time on, because I made another video like this recently, you could click right here. And if you want to see a video on how to have success on Poshmark using live shows, a lot of people wonder how they can pull in some sales with live shows, you can click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.